Hey, this is Wayne with Tri-County Locksmith Service, and we're going to be installing an open-close indicator on this door. The inspector has requested an interior locked cylinder and an exterior locked cylinder, and that the interior have a open-close indicator. So this is what we're going to use. This is the LI4089DU. DU stands for Duranautic. AU would stand for aluminum. So we're going to install this. And then this already has the stickers for this door must remain unlocked during business hours. I think it does. Oh, no, we're gonna have to add those too. So that's gonna come in the package, and we're gonna show you how to install this. We're actually gonna install it a couple different ways. I'm gonna show you several different options, and you can pick the best one. All right, we're gonna start by removing the cover, just like so. We're actually gonna pull all the guts out of here, and then set up a jig on this one. So. One of the things that a lot of people don't really think about doing is if you're going to be using a drill or a router, you'll notice I have a little bit of caution tape laid around here. That's going to keep the public safe from your work environment. If you're going to be using a router, especially a router, you're going to have metal flying everywhere. You're really going to want to make sure that you have a safe area for everybody around you and save yourself from a possible lawsuit. Kid, especially here, we got kids and stuff everywhere. Kid catches some metal in the face. Boy, they sure are going to have some angry parents. So I'm going to fully remove these. Fully remove these. You can see we just loosened these two screws here. The cylinders come out, and then these two screws come out here. This whole unit's going to come out, and we'll put a jig on, and we'll show you the jig way and the non-jig way. Go ahead and stop. Okay, and this is going to come right out of there. Watch your fingers, don't let it slide all the way down. That can't happen on this one because we have a bolt down there, but some of them, they can slide all the way down. This here indicates that this little notch is where you're going to be able to install that indicator. That's going to show you that it is possible to have an indicator on this unit. Some of the older ones do not, so that's something to check out. But this is all brand new hardware, so we'll go ahead and pull all this off of here, and then we'll put our jig on. We add to be able to actually get a hole drilled in here. And I'll take this off like so. Center punch to center, you can see my square. That's just going to line everything up nice for us. And if you want that really, really clean look, also the truck is running. It's nice to be able to have power out to these locations if they don't have an outlet. So we're actually going to be running our 1 3/4 horsepower router off the truck's power inverter. Okay. Good enough. That'll give us a nice start. This will finish it off. I'm just lining this up with the existing hole that's already here. Just like so. And then we're actually going to need to change the collet on that, so give us 1 second. Alright, so the other collar broke, so now I'm going to put the 42054 on there. Or I'm sorry, that was the one that broke. This is the 42036. It's a little bit bigger, but it should still get the job done for us. Got to have some kind of a collar in there, so we'll get started with this one. Get a little bit of lubrication going with a bit and a little bit on the door itself. And then my safety goggles, please. got the hole all cut out. Everything's nice and square, very professional looking. I'm going to use the self-tapper screws that come with your major kit. These are actually going to be the screw holes for the open-close indicator. We're just going to mark them here, and then we will drill and tap them out. Good. That's good. All right, so now I've got my Greenlee self-tapping drill bit. These things are freaking awesome for stuff like that. 8:30 seconds. Just like so. We'll put all the guts back together. This will bolt right on, just like so, and we'll be good to go. Alrighty, so we're going to throw the bolt in the locked position. That's going to allow for this to drop down right here. That is going to go right into there, just like so. I'm going to test this and make sure that it's moving freely. And all that does is that bolt just moves up and down. It's going to be easier to use gravity in the locked position to go ahead and install the unit. So that way the pin's all the way down, the side's all the way down. Then I'm just going to go ahead and take my screw. Just like so. Install that in the bolt, or in the hole that we drilled and tapped. Make sure they're nice and snug so they don't come loose later. You could put a little bit of blue Loctite in there if you wanted to. Not necessary. Just depends on the traffic at the door. Now we are indicating open, locked, open, locked. Shut the door. Make sure that everything's working properly. Well, looks like we're going to have some alignment issues on this door too. But that is the basics of the installation. Yep. Alrighty, so for this side, I'm just going to use the step bit. So I'm going to go ahead and we've got our two holes marked out here. We just set the template up here and drew on there where it's going to be, and we'll see how this works. By the way, if you don't have a set of these little Greenlee self-tapping drill bits, these things are awesome. Aluminum stuff like this, these things are going to be the best investment you can have. Look how much time I saved. If I tried to drill and then tap this, would be at least 5 more minutes. So now, I'll grab this, and we're going to grab here. And I'm just going to be drilling to where I get to the outside of all those, the outside lines of that box. And we're starting to hit the other side. So I think that should give us enough room. Hopefully it will. I have a bigger step bit. If it doesn't, let's hit pause for a second and grab the... Alright, so we need more room, so I've got this is my champion bit. It goes all the way up to 1.5 inches. It's just a little stubbier so we don't get into the other side here. There's our... So we don't want to go any wider than opener indicator itself, obviously. Yeah, that should be just about right. That's going to go right in there, and that's going to go in there, and that should indicate for us. Okay. Go ahead and turn that off. All right, so we've got this hole adjusted a little bit larger now to where it's going to accept this. I like to just kind of put it right in there. This thing needs to be a little flexible, and then put it in the locked position like so. Once you get it inside there, then we're just going to hold this like so. Put our screws in. And that's going to eliminate the use of the router on this one. Once again, if you get a bunch of kids, you know, a really public work environment, a router is really not a useful or a friendly tool to a well-populated area, especially with younger children. It's just going to throw a lot of stuff everywhere, especially in a restaurant setting. It's really loud, obnoxious, and violent would be the way I would describe it. So we could do that with a step bit, and look, it's going to function flawlessly. So we did use the jig just to mark that out. You can use the instructions there. They have a little template, but that jig is just so dead on, and it gets these screw holes perfect right here. It's just too easy to not use. So that's the second way we're going to install this. We might show you a third way here. We'll see what happens.